Tasty Testicles.
Um,
That was Gareth's favourite.
John can remember all of them clearly.
Gareth inspired me. A night we shared together. Yeah, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I heard Vince and Co. Watch this every week.
We're an escort service that provide excellent service to male and female. Yeah.
I could probably handle a pug.
Oh, what would you really want to?
Maybe.
So, was your official answer the Batman lamp or the suction jungle? Hello, and welcome to episode 50 of the Uncensored podcast. I, for the 50th time, am Riley, and to my left...
Yes, it's me as usual, Tom, for also the 50th time.
And today, for the about the 41st time, we have guests.
We are joined by Gareth, Hugh, and John from One Last Day. How are you boys this evening?
Good.
Great, thanks.
Very well.
Good, thank you.
So, for those who don't know who One Last Day are, would you care to explain who they are?
No, I don't think I will.
And we're the podcast. Thank you very much for listening.
We're an escort service that provide excellent service to male and female. Yeah.
John specialises in something else. And
we don't discriminate.
Obviously we're a band, a hard rock band based in around sort of Berkshire mainly, but we've got some members in Surrey and Hampshire areas as well. We've been going for about just over 2 years, 2.5 years since we released our first single. So we started in COVID times, those times that we don't talk about anymore. Even though I just did. And yeah, that's a general overview. We are going to take over the world, apparently.
That's good to hear.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's what John keeps saying, anyway.
Yeah, it's already started.
At least one band's decided to take control.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
There's just too many out there. Like, it's just getting out of hand, isn't it? So.
Yeah, you got to start cutting them down. Like, realistically, how many do we need in this hard rock genre? We can get away with like 2 or 3. So cull the herd in a bit.
So as long as we're one of them, great.
Yeah, or all of them. You can branch off.
Yeah.
But so we know who One Last Day is, but why is One Last Day? What brought you all together to go and make the only hard rock music ever?
Honestly, I just couldn't really get away from John. He just bugged the shit out of me until I would make music with him.
And it's not just music.
That about sums it up there, doesn't it, John? Just can't get away from you. Yeah. And then everyone else just tagged along eventually. And that's it. Yeah. If anyone wants a more serious answer, though, I'm sure Hugh looks like he's ready to give one.
Thanks. Yeah, well, I guess you guys started well before me, right? I only joined up with you guys in like March-ish time. So yeah, I guess you guys are the 4 founders. How did you guys come up with the name? It's probably a good story about why.
Oh, yeah. Basically, John was fed up at work one day, and there we go. He came up with a name. That's the short story.
And what's the long and
oh, John will tell you the long story.
Watch the podcast. That was actually
Yeah, I was just it was a Friday, and I've been working a long week at a job that I didn't like, and I was sitting in my car waiting to sort of go in, and I said to myself, "Come on, you just got one last day," and then kind of stuck. And then I presented the name to the boys, and then the rest was born.
And that's One Last Day was born. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not more rock and roll than that.
Oh no, we've had more vanilla ones. In fact, by comparison, that is one of the most pure hard rock ones we've got. So you really are defining yourselves as the only rock band ever.
Yeah. Yeah, we should call ourselves One Last Band, wouldn't we? And they would really fit in with the.
One Last Band. I should apologise in advance. Tom, as he has been for countless episodes, runs on a slight delay. So he's not intentionally trying to run over you. He just does.
Never.
Good.
But speaking of Tom, do you have a question?
Do I have a question? Well, I was just going to ask how everyone's day was going.
Mine was very boring. Actually, today.
Yeah, my day wasn't particularly interesting. I worked and it was busy, and then went and done some boxing, and then came here.
Yeah, I went for a run.
Yeah.
Tom, you've cracked the formula. You really know how to get these amazing heartfelt questions out.
Yeah,
you can cut this from the final edit.
Oh no! It will be very firmly there.
Okay. All right.
So everyone, how's the weather been? It's been pretty nice. We are actually heading into winter.
I might just hit this log off button here if we're going to talk about the weather. Got better things to do with my time.
Upper weather talk was the pinnacle of any good conversation.
Anyway,
British people. British people.
It's our go-to, I guess.
So do you want to? So shall I take control for a minute? Do you want to know what we're doing as a band? In upcoming. So we have a show. So we just signed to do you know Hammerdown, the festival in Worthing. So they just started their own management company, Hammerdown All in One. So we just signed up with them recently. So they've got, I think, 5 bands on their roster at the moment. They might have had another one, who knows. Anyway, so they are working hard getting us some shows. That's the main thing we're going to be doing with them, but there might be other things that come up. Before that, though, we have a show in Bracknell in 2.5 weeks on the 21st of October. So if any of your listeners are in Bracknell, come to the Acoustic Couch on the 21st. Entity, they are on Hammerdown All in One with us. They are playing, and our local heroes, Kamikaze Test Pilots, are playing as well.
Oh.
So that's what we're up to. Just so you know. And we also are just finished recording our new single, which is being mixed and mastered by Merrick at Floodgate Audio. And we're going to release that next month. I think we're aiming for the 10th of November, so just watch this space for some info on that.
Awesome, then.
That's our latest news. Sorry for just taking control, but just thought I'd throw that out there.
Oh, no, that's really why we're here.
That's fine.
We want to, get all the good shit out. So use the Instagram link in the description to check out One Last Day, and from there, listen to the new single if it's out by the time that you're watching this, because it's probably a banger.
Definitely a banger.
Yeah, definitely, hopefully.
On the theme of things that aren't bangers, are there any band names that just didn't make the cut before you settled on One Last Day?
There are a few, actually.
We thought the Spice Girls, but it's already been taken.
Yeah.
So
There were a few. There were a few other.
Packers.
Yeah, there were a few other names that sounded like One Last Day, but One Last Gay. Yeah. No, I can't really remember. There was loads of random shit names that we came up with, but I can't remember any of them, to be honest.
Tasty Testicles. That was Gareth's favourite.
Yeah, John can remember all of them clearly.
Why didn't that one make the cut?
He's got them all written down, hasn't he?
That's John's side project. That's John's smooth jazz side projects, Tasty Testicles.
Yeah.
I say smooth jazz because it fit John properly because he never hits the right note.
Exactly. And Gareth inspired me a night we shared together. Yeah, and the rest is history.
What a lovely origin story to your
Sounds like the perfect
smooth
story.
jazz band.
Mm.
Oh, you gotta love a bit of smooth jazz.
So,
I love Tasty Testicle.
Exactly. So, smooth, tasty testicle jazz is kind of like the magnum opus.
Well, who doesn't want to listen to jazz while you've got some nice, tasty testicles?
That is the question that I ask myself.
Maybe that's what should go in the comments.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You answer that question in the comments. Go on, Tom.
So, what bands would you say that you take inspiration from for your music?
Backstreet Boys.
Do you want to... I was waiting for John to say something stupid. There's a lot of bands we probably take inspiration from music. It's really hard to pinpoint one, I'd say, because we're always changing and developing. And when new people come in, which we've had a couple recently, it probably brings more inspiration into the band. But people have compared us to a number of bands, including Alter Bridge, Shinedown, Stone Sour, Breaking Benjamin. I've heard a few times recently. People have said we sound a bit new metal at times, but I don't know if there's any specific new metal bands they've thrown out into the sort of names out there. But and all those bands I've named as well that people say we sound like, they do inspire me, so it's fine. It's not an insult. I'm sure Hugh's got a few to add.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the new metal, I think it's sort of like there's definitely a flavour of that because we're all about the same age and we're all sort of like early 2000s. That was the big thing, right? So we all basically grew up on that, I think, and probably most of us started our musical journeys like learning that stuff. So it obviously comes out and people are like, there's a bit of a flavour of that in there, even though we're not necessarily trying to replicate it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely in the Corn and Limp Bizkit in the late 90s were a big thing, but also punk at the time as well. Just listening to a lot of The Offspring mainly, and Rancid, that sort of stuff in the late 90s. But I wouldn't say they inspire my music, but you never know.
It'll be in there somewhere, won't it?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. What about John, other than Backstreet Boys?
Pretty much everything you guys were just saying, really. Yeah, probably.
And the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to love the Backstreet Boys.
I think.
Oh, Tom's just repeating a bad delay. It's come to expect.
Yeah, I think for me, I sort of I was very inspired by the sort of like punk sort of side of things, like Gareth just mentioned, and then my sort of tastes sort of started moving more into sort of like post sort of grungy, sort of heavy rock, that sort of thing, into like the new metal sort of side of things.
Fair enough then.
Hmm.
But this is kind of in a similar vein, and we kind of already touched on it. But are there any like artists that don't necessarily inspire your music as much, but like you listen to very frequently?
Yeah, loads. um, who do let's see, who do I listen to a lot of? I don't know. Sorry, my mind's gone blank.
You had Cher on the other day when I popped over. I believe.
All right, yeah,
That was something.
yeah, sure, yeah.
No.
You
That
believe in
one,
love out
Cher,
of love?
you know.
Yeah. I was playing
That's
that one.
it. Yeah. You were dancing around the living room singing it. Didn't know I came in.
Yeah, that was good.
I saw you.
That was
I
good
saw
time.
you in your pants.
That's some good times. Some good times.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Corn again recently. Corn, but we've said new metal were an influence. So, but then we don't really sound anything like Corn, do we? Yeah.
Just you wait.
Also,
one more next EP.
Also been listening to a lot of. I do like. You know, I don't necessarily like the people involved, but Falling Reverse, great band. Listen to a lot of them.
They do good.
Although
They do
Ronnie
make good
seems to be
music.
a bit of a.
Yeah.
No one likes Ronnie, do they? The singer.
No.
And I listen to when I'm feeling chilled. I listen to some just chilled out piano music. You know. Yeah. That's about it. Might listen to some Cradle of Filth from time to time. Do like Cradle of Filth. I had some Ed Sheeran on as well a few weeks ago. So
Quite versatile taste.
His new stuff's quite cool. Talking about that, Ed Sheeran and Cradle of Filth are going to release a song together apparently.
When is this? Because it's been going on for like ages. It's been rumored for like ages.
Don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Yeah.
It might be both of them just trolling for the extra marketing.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, but quite a good range.
What have you been listening to, Hugh and John? Other than Cher and Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, in between when I can make time in between. But listen to the new Polaris album a lot over the last couple of weeks. Fantastic album they've just released. Otherwise, I find there's so much new music all the time. I find it so hard to keep up to date. But the Bad Omens album from I don't even know if it was this year. It might have even been last year now. Has been on repeat pretty much since it came out.
It's a good album. I tell you what did come out recently that was really awesome. Actually, the new Stylosis album. I've had that one a few times. Slipped my mind. That is good shit.
I haven't listened to it.
I've been enjoying Blackstone Cherry's new album, Screaming at the Sky. That's a good one.
There you go. So yeah, we all listen to all sorts of things.
Yeah, definitely a good range in there. It's not just as a cut as we listen to rock because we make rock music. Like there's a very wide range variety. Yeah.
Ranged.
I think with our music as well, we're all pretty open-minded when it comes to writing music, and even though you could probably listen to a song and tell it's us, but that's probably more due to Alex's vocals than anything else, because the vocalist generally is the person. Oh, look at John with his fancy wine. Is the person who kind of keeps everything in line with their vocals. But I don't know. Yeah. So you never know what we might come up with next, though. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, sometimes it's good to keep it a bit unpredictable.
Yeah.
But so with all those artists that you listen to, do you listen to your own music for leisure?
Yes. I enjoy it. I think we write good music, so I like to listen to it.
Fair enough then.
It's actually up there on Spotify. Not the most listened to, but it is up there usually, and somewhere around the top 20. So, yeah.
Fair enough. You've got to be your own biggest fan sometimes. So.
Yep. What's the point in making music if you're not going to listen to your own music?
That's true.
Yeah, we've got the streams up.
You gotta love what you do.
Yeah.
You gotta love what you do. And who you do it with.
Yeah, God, I didn't think about that before starting this.
Poor Tom.
Sorry, Tom, go on.
Poor Tom.
You can get some words in.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna throw out a question now. So, what would be like your favorite venue to play at in the future?
That's
probably
Can we
download,
say?
right?
Yeah, so it'd be Donington Park. Yeah, down the home of Download Festival.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
But that'd be all right.
That
We're
would-
the only band
that would
left,
be-
right? So
Yeah, so we can play all of the stages at
We'll play
all
all
of
of
the
it.
slots.
One last day every hour.
One last day does Metallica.
One
One
last
last
day
day
bit.
does. Oh no, I wouldn't do that. One last day does Kiss. We'll put makeup on. We'll
Dress
go
up
set
in
up Kiss
Northern.
song. Yeah.
Every
One last
hour
day
you
does
become,
Rammstein.
you become a brand new band for every hour of the festival. It's a bit like I don't know if you ever watched it. There's a film called Yesterday. It's about a guy who he gets hit by a bus and then the Beatles just don't exist anymore, and so he becomes like the Beatles.
Yeah.
I imagine you go for that sort of effect where you are every single artist ever. Just you are one last day, one only band.
it's hard enough remembering 10 songs, let alone how many.
Yeah, that would be fun. But yeah, I think we can all quite agree on that, can't we? Download Festival would be a great one to do.
I think Download is like everyone's dream, like thing to play like ever. But just because it's just such a big rock festival for the UK as well.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be awesome. So yeah, see if we can do that in the next few years, eh?
Hopefully.
Awesome.
But with Download having such a big lineage, it's been going for so long. There's a lot of bands that have performed at Download, which now just cannot, for one reason or another, perform anymore. So, are there any bands that you wish you could have seen that you don't have the chance to see anymore?
Loads, I guess. I mean, man, if I could go back 20 years, 30 years even, and watch Nirvana, how cool would that be?
I was going to say Nirvana as well. That would
Yeah,
be,
if you can go back 30, if you
would
can go
be
back
awesome.
30 years and watch Nirvana, yeah, oh, that would be up there definitely.
It's the Queen,
But-
obviously original lineup Queen.
Yeah, one of my Queen t-shirts.
Pretty
I'd have
special
to agree with
too.
that as well.
That would be something special, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and maybe some more modern bands that have just packed it in, if I could think of one or two. Nope. Because they're all still going, I think. All the ones I like anyway.
Yeah, I can't think of many good
Yeah, I can't
bands that have just packed it in. The 1975 have just announced a hiatus, but that is the best news I've heard all year.
Good.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not too fussed about them.
I really
to be
can't
honest
stand
with
Batty
you.
Healy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of bands over
He's
the
more
years.
annoying than
so
the music, which is.
Yeah, I don't even know what the music tries to be. It's just not for me, I think.
Yeah,
It's-
Right, I'll tell you who I wish I could have seen is Oasis.
Yeah.
That would have
Right,
been something
leave it.
special in the
That'd
that would have been something
pretty,
special in the
Come on,
90s, wouldn't it?
Hugh. This podcast is done now.
Hugh agrees with that.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah, he's
that would
right.
have been something
I
good.
don't really like Oasis, but that's one of those shows that like you want to have seen, right?
Yeah, especially in the 90s. I don't know if there's talk of them obviously getting back together in the next couple of years, or whatever. But whether they do or not, I don't know if it'll be the same with it. You know?
Yeah, but there's a chance. There's a small, minute chance that it might happen.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go.
That's true. That's the thing about modern bands is they almost always seem to come back now.
Yeah, that's true.
So when anyone says hiatus or we're splitting up.
Yeah, I mean, like Motley Crue, right?
Well,
I mean, they should have stayed. They should have stayed split up.
I wasn't so much even modern bands. Like I think it's financial state of the industry and everything. Everyone's coming back and touring after a few years. I'm going to see Funeral for a Friend in a couple of weeks, and I think their like 5th farewell gig that I've seen.
Man, I didn't know you were going to see them. That'd be awesome. That sounds awesome. I wish I
you should have said.
Yeah. Funeral for a Friend would be fun to see.
It's like with Kiss.
I would have come with you.
It's like with Kiss, ain't they? Ain't they on like their
And Kiss are on their like 100th farewell tour, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be doing a farewell tour until they die.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Aerosmith are the same. They're just doing a farewell tour until they die.
That's just the thing, though.
Stones are doing it. One of them died, and they got a new drummer.
That is the thing, though. It's like it's such a good way to make them more money. Like, it doesn't have to be their last tour. But if they go, this is the last time that you could ever see us live. You don't want to miss this. It don't matter if it's going to be again, because no one's ever going to announce, this is not the last time. We're going to be back again, and so you can come and see us then. It's always going to be, if you don't see us now and give us your money, you won't get the chance again. And then when they do it next year, everyone's like, oh, bloody hell, I thought the last time was the last one. They'll go, well, I can't miss the last one. And they go again. And it goes in a cycle. And it makes them a shit ton. So... yeah,
it's true.
Morally,
it's the same for all of it.
So, right. That's a good retirement plan, guys.
You don't want to... but yeah. Like, we'll say, oh, yeah, we're playing this local show. We don't play that many local shows. Yeah, sure. We don't, but we'll play another one next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't play too many.
Yeah, it's a morally questionable field, but also when you're getting like multi-million a show, a little white lie probably doesn't mean as much to them at that point.
Yeah.
Even if it,
obviously people aren't so annoyed they're not going.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes even some people just replace parts of the band, like Motley Crue, who got rid of the only.
Yeah, John Five is an amazing guitarist. To be fair,
he is brilliant, but he's also not part of Motley Crue.
True.
Like,
he is now.
But Mick Mars is half dead, so he couldn't exactly go on tour.
Mick Mars is the only one who can still play their instrument.
Well, I don't know. Tommy Lee, he's still a pretty shit drummer.
Yeah, Tommy Lee's not bad, but I mean, Nicky Six was playing to like backing. I'm pretty sure, which I mean, it really does question at that point. Should the last one have been the farewell? But
and Vince still sounds like a dying cat.
Yeah, sounds like Vince no down.
He was great in his prime, but
anyway.
Yeah.
Something changed.
No, the rules are we're allowed to slag off big established bands, but not any of the small local bands that we know.
Yeah, no, that's
Is that all right?
That's how it goes.
Positivity.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's all right then.
I mean, realistically, if they're Motley Crue, I like Motley Crue's music, all right. But if they're Motley Crue, they're not going to go, oh mate, you'd never hear what Tom on the Uncensored podcast said. Oh, I'm retiring now. But like,
don't do yourselves down, guys. Don't do yourselves down.
Yeah, I heard Vince and Co. Watch this every week.
Oh shit!
I was trying to remember their names.
Yeah, well, they did This will probably be the last episode they watch now.
Yeah. If you're Vince Neil, remember
Exactly.
to like and comment. No, it's constructive criticism. I didn't say that he sounds like a dying dog. That was Tom. I think he held up his vocals when we went to see him.
I didn't even say that. I said he sounded like a cat.
Oh, because that's much better. I'm sure he'll watch and go, mate, I'm flattered. Consider me humbled. But
Yeah, mate, exactly.
yeah, no, but with smaller bands, it's they're up and coming. So it's not cool.
Exactly. They've got a lot more,
And they're all fantastic as well.
Yeah, exactly. I
Exactly.
don't think I've ever been to like a small gig and went, wow, they weren't very good. Usually up and coming bands just make good music. So, and if you want to find more upcoming bands, listen to the Uncensored podcast. We upload sometimes.
It's grown to be weekly.
It's a shaky work ethic, but you know, we get the job done.
Yeah.
We make semi-funny conversations sometimes. But all right, 4 minutes. We can get this question in. So if you had a mascot, but it can't be an animal, it's got to be like a ceiling fan or a jug, what would you have?
Mascot, and it's got to be like an inanimate object.
Inanimate
Inanimate
mascot.
object mascot, like Febreze or some cufflinks.
I would
Dildo.
have...
One
Really?
of the ones that you stick on the glass and it just shakes about.
This little Batman lamp. There you go. Little Batman lamp. Do. It doesn't work. It doesn't do much, but it does light up. See, as you can see, there you go. There's my mascot.
Oh, wow. Does it make
It was
it
the first
on
thing
the wall?
Yeah, just about. It was the first thing I saw. So
Does your option make an imprint on the wall as well, John?
So again,
Does yours
yours
also make an imprint on the wall?
oh, does it? You should see my walls, Hugh, when you come over.
I'm perfectly safe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my partnerships, so I think I think we'll retract that offer for now.
So you weren't invited anyway.
Oh man, the Uncensored podcast can't party. You can't party with the gang. Oh god! But so was your official answer the Batman lamp or the suction dildo? Another age-old question for the books.
They're such good choices.
Yeah. I think
You
John's
can
one's a
put
little bit
googly
more.
eyes on the end of it,
Yeah.
and then it look nice.
Blue pill or red pill is. It's really one of
It'd
like.
be child friendly as well with the googly eyes on the end.
Oh god, yeah, they can mark it to any demographic then.
Fucking hell.
And just like that, that's the end of part 1.
Great.
Yeah, so you can take some time to get a nice glass of water, contemplate your life, and we'll see you very shortly for part 2. And welcome to part 2. Kind of like part 1, but it's part 2. So this is where we hit the big
And
5
more
questions.
fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's far more fun. So this is where we hit, the 5 questions of doom. So to kick it off, are there any songs of yours that you would put in a specific moment of a film?
Oh, that's nice. Good question, isn't it?
That is a good question.
I can imagine. So this bottle got me maybe the acoustic version of it in a moment when a guy is at his lowest point in the film. He's drank too much. He's about to have a realization, and have that character breakthrough. Yeah. I think
The
that'd be good.
the intro burning inside would be cool as like a car chase,
Yeah, maybe.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
start of like a intense car chase. That's sweet.
Be a good car chase scene though. So
I'm trying to think if there's any way to get something like soon to be released single. I'm trying to think of all the cutscenes in Train Spotting. Could be quite cool.
Yeah.
And it's given its themes and some of the kind of creepy, weird cutscenes in there.
Yeah, shame we didn't release it 30 odd years ago. Damn
I know. Sake.
it.
should have been more ahead of the curve.
I'm gonna quick mute myself.
But yeah, there you go.
Lovely. Well, Tom's gone, so no, never mind, he's back. So I'll allow
He
him.
had to mute himself.
Sorry, fucking people have decided to be loud while we're trying to record.
God, it's as if they don't know it's the big 50. 5-0.
Exactly. So anyway, leading on, next question. So picture this. They just randomly decide, fuck it, we'll make One Last Day the biopic. What celebrity would you like to play yourselves?
I reckon get Jeremy Renner to play me. Yeah. People said I looked like him.
I can see
before,
that.
so,
Yeah, I can see that.
So,
yeah.
He's a bit older than me, but still, that's fine.
I see it with like, a bit of a beard.
Yeah.
And I'm not as bulky as him, but still, people have said I looked like him, so he was the first one that popped into mind.
I'm
What
sure
is
you
up
could
with
get in
Jeremy
shape,
Renner?
get in better shape, and grow a beard.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard anything on Jeremy Renner since he had that snowplow incident. That was years ago, wasn't it?
That was it wasn't years ago. It was maybe a year. I don't know actually. Yeah,
Only
I think he's
last year,
alright. I think he's alive.
Last year.
I think he's alive.
I think it was last year. So it was at the same time Ken Block, unfortunately, had that accident on the snowmobile. It's around the same sort of time.
Yeah.
I imagine he's probably going through loads of rehab and whatnot to get ready for movies again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really thought about who to play me.
I'm trying to think who would play the
matter.
guys who aren't here. Oh, okay. If you can't think of someone for himself, then I'm sure we can come up with someone.
Damian Lewis should play Alex.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Or
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I
We're
guess
just thinking of guys
that
who are
might be
older
too
than us,
nice.
clearly. Yeah. No, that's not a bad shout.
Who's the I've forgotten the name of the more offensive person I was going to say. I will come back to it.
Okay, don't worry too much. I think for you though, Hugh, I think we'd have to get maybe Ben. What's his name? Affleck.
Take Ben Affleck.
You're a bit shorter, but it's fine.
Yeah, but he can go on his knees or something.
And John could be played by Judi Dench. just to because we need to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
She's obviously a legend, and she's obviously a legend. So
Yeah.
You could have like
I'll
George of the
go with
Jungle
that.
generation Brendan Fraser for Connor.
yeah, that would be that would be a bad shout. Or
Yeah, I
Adam
can
Sandler
imagine
could
him
play
just
Connor,
swinging through the trees topless. That'd be lovely.
Do you have anyone who you actually want to play you, though, John? Because
No, I want
my answer was silly.
I want to play. I want to play the woman that he's trying to rescue in the jungle.
All right, okay. All right, this is random now.
That might be a different.
Yes.
But that could be the sequel.
And then me and Connor can just swing through the treetops while he's got me in his firm embrace. hair blowing lusciously in the wind.
I know. Normally biopics take some liberties with the truth, but
Yeah, that might be a bit far.
It's not, that's a bit of a stretch.
Maybe we'll go on some tours that does end up happening, that we have something that's only a slight dramatization of what happened.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've still got plenty of time to the biopic. You can, maybe you will be swinging through the trees at one point.
Yeah, maybe we'll do some jungle shows and we can have some elaborate, like stage entrances.
Yeah, see, exactly. Anything is possible. It's the way forward. Jungle shows, I've heard. So
yeah.
But is that all the band
Jungle is
cast
massive
for this? Very creative liberty.
Yeah,
biopic.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay then. Well, gonna get my dope hat on now.
Just getting a hat on.
You going fishing?
No, I'm going. Oh, well, I'm fishing for answers, as they say.
Yeah.
As I'm,
Tom, where's your hat?
He don't put the effort in.
No, I don't have a hat.
No.
I've got some really shit fucking glasses.
Yeah, they do.
Some really
Stick
shit
them on,
fucking
look.
glasses.
Oh, they're great.
Oh, look. You look like that
Perfect.
DJ. What's his name? Steve Aoki or whatever his name is.
Steve Aoki. What, the fucking Japanese geezer or fucking Asian geezer?
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
what's your cat's name? That's a cool cat.
Jez.
Okay. Well,
Jez.
my name isn't Jez. It's the Sandwich Sleuth. Because after our banters and our funnies, we got to knuckle down at some point and ask the serious questions. So that's why I'm here. So really, as serious as they come, I've got one question: what is the best sandwich?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. Serious. I don't know.
Did you say I've got to be serious, Hugh?
Yeah,
I didn't. No. I said it's a serious question.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think there is any one particular answer, because variety is much better than just having one favourite. So it really depends on my mood. But generally, anything meaty and saucy and flavourful with a bit of cheese isn't a bad shout.
I was gonna say a standard ham and cheese sandwich, like, it's hard to beat. If ever I buy a sandwich from like a shop where I'm like, I don't know about this, like, I feel like I could trust that sandwich.
That's fair.
That's fair. And John, what would your sandwich be?
Anything. Yeah. Any
Sausage sandwich for John.
Sausage sandwich. Meatball sandwich.
Okay.
Any kind of ball sandwich.
Hey?
Any kind of ball sandwich, yeah.
Yeah. Any phallus shaped sandwich. Be down in one.
All right then. Well, for the Big 50, you have the honour of being part of Tom's debuting question. So I'll let him take the spotlight.
Yeah, mate. The best question. So, what animal do you reckon you could take in a fight? Just that, like, capable wise, like, how it has to be capable of you genuinely putting up a fight to beat it.
Oh, so I can't just say like an ant.
No, what's the biggest animal you could take in a fight?
The answer might still apply.
I'm working out the kinks.
Yeah.
I'll probably say a pelican.
Pelican? Oh, I don't know. They're vicious fuckers.
I mean, they'll get your eyes before.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
you take the pelican. I'm
motherfucker.
going to take something easier. I can't handle the pelican.
But
I could probably handle a pug.
Oh, but would you really want to?
Maybe.
That's That's the challenge here. All the animals I think that I could probably win, I probably don't want to hurt.
Yeah.
Pugs are just in pain normally. Like, do you really want to make it worse for them?
True.
It's true.
Yeah, I love
all
animals.
right. Honestly, an alligator. Yeah, I could take on an alligator.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's a bold statement.
Well, what size
It grabs your
alligator?
arm, though,
Some
you're
of them are like
fucked.
8 foot plus. G.
Well, obviously a baby one.
I reckon,
With
I
its
could
mouth
take that
taped
same
shut.
alligator. As long as Gareth's already hurt it, and then obviously he's finished off Gareth. That wounded alligator that finished Gareth off, I'll take.
Okay.
I reckon probably a pygmy goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take on a pygmy goat.
Wild creatures.
I saw
Yeah.
someone because while we were discussing this question, someone said a whale, but I don't reckon you'd beat a whale in a fight realistically. Like if it's home turf
On land or in water?
Oh, in water.
I'll take a
home
whale
turf.
on land.
What sort of whale are we talking? Because
Sperm
there's a
whale.
massive difference in
Yeah.
size between like a sperm whale and a beluga whale.
Yeah, no, it's your average sperm whale, and you get a little dinghy, you get a little boat, but it's just you and this whale going at it until one is dead.
Bare hand
I'm
combat.
pretty sure there's a book
I'm not
about
sure.
this.
There is quite a famous book about a whale.
Moby Dick.
Something like that. I
Is
swear,
it a
like the
narwhal?
whale swallows him up in a boat.
Isn't that a narwhal? He's got a big
It's well, yeah.
thing on his nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically a
that's
whale,
the
but
narwhal,
with a
I
big
think.
with a big nose, big spiky nose. It's a horn, isn't it? I know. It's not.
All
Right,
right.
cool question.
Yeah. Well, this brings us to our magnum opus, our final piece. We actually
Yeah.
gave you a bit of prep time, but I'll
You did.
explain. Yeah, I'll explain the
I haven't
rest.
thought
It
about
didn't do any.
Yeah, no, I'll explain the rest of the rules. So I'm going to ask you to make a band. You can either make a band each, or you can just come together to make like a group band. You can have as many people as you want, as long as you've got the core fundamentals of a bassist, a guitarist, a singer, and a drummer. You can have anyone on any instrument, but they will not magically learn to play that instrument. They can be dead or alive, but they will be alive when they perform unless you specifically request them not to be. And you can be in the band, but you don't necessarily have to be in the band. And go.
All right.
Where do we start?
Where do we start? Drummers.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's get Joey Jordison on the drums. We're
Yeah,
gonna do it
okay.
together, I think.
That kind of
I think
sets
we're gonna do it
sets
together.
the tone for the others, yeah.
Yeah. No, not necessarily.
cool.
I reckon he's quite. I reckon he was always he had a massive range of playing, but obviously everyone just heard him in Slipknot. He could do a lot more. Could do a lot more than that. But if you don't agree, we can have Phil Collins as backup. In his prime, obviously.
Yeah.
Dual
we could
drums, right? Joey and Phil.
We could have Phil Collins on vocals, and then they can swap for a song.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? All right, that's what we're doing. Apparently, Phil Collins is us.
Yeah.
At least one of us singers, anyway. There might be more.
Yeah, you can have a
okay.
choir.
We could have a choir.
You could.
That'd be
Who's
cool.
your
Like
other
Sister Act.
Well, I mean, as far
Any
as
suggestions for a guitarist, John?
Pardon?
Okay.
What do you think about guitarist, John? Who would you have
Oh,
to fill the gap between Joey Jordison and Phil Collins?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Jason Hook.
All right.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
a good.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
good. He's
Versatile,
fantastic.
does a lot of session.
I was going more maybe with Mark Tremonti, but I reckon they'd be a good double team.
And
We get Tremonti on bass.
He's got the sex
Tremonti on
appeal as well.
bass.
Put it back in his place, and then he can do backing vocals.
Yeah, but if we got Mark Tremonti, I wouldn't want to put Miles Kennedy in there as well because you can't have. I don't want to take two people from a band, You could do.
That's fine. We don't need Miles Kennedy. If we've got
Mm.
Mr. Hook on guitar and Tremonti on bass, that's going to be awesome, band.
That's a waste
They
of
might
talent,
hate
isn't
each
it?
other.
Okay.
They might not be able to work with each other, Hugh.
No,
We're not
you're
even
right.
thinking
And
about
Phil
that.
Collins and Joey Jordison might struggle.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
we?
let's not worry about dynamics.
So
We'll just pay them
along
enough
with
that they get on.
along with Phil Collins up on vocals, can we get the dude from Sleep Token,
Vessel.
Miley Cyrus, and Amy Winehouse? There you go. That'll mix it up a bit, won't it? So you got female
we should
vocals
get that,
and male vocals.
Oh, what's her name? You know, Taylor someone?
Oh yeah,
Momsen.
from Momsen. Yeah,
That's
she can
it.
come and sing.
You don't
She
mean
can come and
Swifty,
sing as well.
the other one.
She can come and sing as
I
well.
didn't
So we've
mean
got like
Swift,
5
but
singers now.
She can
Yeah.
come along as well.
She plays
So
guitar
we got-
as well. So she could do a bit of guitar with.
We get all the
Yeah.
Taylors. We get all the Taylors.
Oh yeah, Taylor Hawkins can come and play some drums as well. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
put
why don't
Taylor
we just
Hawkins
make
on.
a band of Taylors? There you
Maybe
go.
we'll put
Got it.
maybe we'll put Taylor Hawkins on like percussion, on extra percussion, like custom percussion stuff. You know?
Yeah.
This band's going to need a really good sound person.
Well, that'll have to be Dave Rapp, won't it?
There you go. Covered.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers sound engineer, front of house guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, can we get Flea on saxophone?
Yep.
You said Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I know Flea plays the sax, so let's get him in. So we'll get him in on the saxophone. Yep.
Yeah.
Get a few sax solos in there. I think he does, doesn't he? If he doesn't, he's playing it now.
Any more?
He's surely capable. Do we need anyone else? Do we need a keyboard? Like just
yeah, we haven't
blend
got a
all these
keyboard
people
player
together?
yet. Yeah, we haven't got a keyboard player yet. So how about?
Let's get Elton John.
No. Oh yeah.
Let's stick Elton John in there. That's a good match.
Yeah, he's quite good. He's quite good at writing songs.
Yeah, we'll get him on the keyboards, Elton John.
Yeah.
All right. And is that
I think
your
that's our
final?
Sounds
symphony.
amazing.
Yeah, that's our band. Yeah.
All right. Well, the gavel's down, and like that, this brings us to a close on our podcast. So, unless there's anything that you would like to say before the end,
Apologies for
Thank you very
offending
much.
anyone.
Yeah, thank you for having us on.
Yeah,
we
thanks for having us on.
we had a laugh.
50th episode.
Come
Big
on.
deal. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
And remember earlier about the gigs and the single. You know, 21st of October in Bracknell. Anyone who's around, come and watch us.
November. Hope
This may be going on after that. They might. I don't know. So.
No, this will probably be up next week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, also 21st of October, Bracknell, and November, some other places. Otherwise, New Year. Look out for it.
Watch this space for November shows. We aren't announcing yet, but we should be at the weekend, which will be before this goes on anyway. So by the time this is live, you'll know about our November shows.
Right. Okay. Well,
Lovely.
thank you very much for listening. I've been Briley. This has been Tom, and these have been our wonderful guests of the band One Last Day. Do the subscribes and the follows, all generic shit. Go to the links below to follow both us and them on Instagram to catch up on all the updates. Thank you for watching 50 of these fuckers, and we will see you in the 51st.